Hello and welcome to another episode of Blast Arcade Painting. Today we're going to be painting the Rebel ATRT from Star Wars Legion. It's got big feet. Weird big feet. Big chicken feet. We're painting it. I am from Southern Ontario and right now we are in the middle of a heat event. It's 40 something plus degrees with the humidex. It's awful. So we're melting and I gotta tell you, I don't have a lot of energy to do this video this week. But I'm gonna do it anyway. So for this Rebel ATRT we want to do a rather weathered look and let's get into it. So first thing I did was spray this guy gray. Then I took a homemade blush wash and we're just gonna put it all over the entire model. Take some dead white from Vallejo and we are going to dry brush the entire model all over. Now, because of the weathering, we're not concerned if this ends up looking a little streaky. Then we switch to Gunmetal by Army Painter and we're going to dry brush this all over the entire vehicle section. Switch to Bright Bronze by Vallejo here. And we're going to pick out some of the rivets and details. You can do this randomly however you want. We basically just want to break up the pattern of how it's going to look, so it's not all just one color. Then we're going to switch to Gravelord Grey, and this is going over top of everything we just dry brushed on the vehicle. Also on top of the brass that we put on there, or bronze. Bronze. Not brass, I just read it. We're going to take some uniform gray from the Army Painter and we're going to dry brush the Gravelord Grey. So now I'm going to use a Citadel paint color. Like I don't actually use a lot of the just Citadel paint regular like layers colors that they have because I find them very thick. They're just not my thing, but they are good for stippling. So we are going to take some Wild Rider Red here from Citadel, and I'm going to tape off some sections. I'm going to get a makeup sponge and tear it up, and then I'm just going to stipple on certain areas. Next, we're going to take some Sun Yellow, and we're going to do these designs on the front. I don't know what those are. Are they lights? I'm just going to assume that they're lights. We're going to switch to Camouflage Green, and we're just going to do this little, I don't know what it is, container, fuel cell at the back, just to break up the color again. So after that, the vehicle section of this paint job is done. We're going to move on to the rider. Now, he's going to come out very gritty and weather-worn. I mean, he's riding a giant metal chicken and like, just out in the open. He doesn't have like a windscreen. Anyway, it's going to be dirty. You could also use this method for your regular Rebel soldiers if you wanted. Again, they're going to look dirty and grungy. They're Rebels. I don't think Rebels are clean. More often than not, things that are built on hope, I don't think they're clean. I think things that are built on hope are kind of dirty at first. Clean later. Clean later. Built on hope, not on soap. That's dumb. That's so dumb. So we're going to take some Hardened Leather by the Army Painter, and this is just going to go on his pants here. I'm going to try and do this kind of close to the box art. It's going to go on his vest as well. It is also going to go around the metal rim of his hat. It's a helmet, but it doesn't seem like a very good designed helmet. Like it's got a metal ring here, but then this part doesn't seem to have any metal. I think you'd want something here. I don't know, I'm not a helmet designer. Next, we're going to switch to Pallid Bone from the Army Painter, and we are going to do his shirt, his hood, his sleeves, and also the parts of his helmet that we left white. One of the good things about this method is, yeah, everything's kind of weather worn, but pre-shading the miniature first with that wash and then dry brushing it back up really pushes the contrast and the depth. I like how they turn out. If you do too heavy of a dry brush, they end up not very good, but you just kind of have to control that. And we're going to switch to Elf Tone by the Army Painter, and this is going to go on his face. To Cygor Brown, and this is going to go on the belt. This is going to go on his boots, his gloves, and his backpack. We're going to take some Black Templar by Citadel, and that's just going to go on the gun. Then we're going to take some Gilliman Flash from Citadel, and that's going to go on his face. And we're going to go back to our Elf Skin Tone, and we are just going to add in some really light highlights here just to bring it back up. And we're going to go back to Gunmetal from the Army Painter and just give him a dry brush on that gun. So on his backpack, he has some greeblies or whatever you want to call it. I actually went in and painted them with a silver. And I can't remember what silver, and I didn't film it. But either way, just paint it with any bright silver and then wash it down with the Gravelord Grey. I don't know why I didn't film it. So we will do a base for this guy, add a black rim, and he is done. And honestly, he turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with this. It was kind of a quicker, easier way to paint this. We use a couple tricks, and we can slam this out pretty quick. Honestly, the longest part was waiting for the wash to dry. I hope that you guys have a great day, and that you're staying cool during the heat event. Oh, well, I don't know where you live, but it's a heat event here. Either way, please like, share, subscribe, and comment all of the YouTube things, and you guys have a great day. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Blastercated Painting. Today we're going to be painting... No, I don't like that. Currently, in southern Ontario, where I live, we are in the middle of a heat event. It is 40 plus degrees with the humidity.